Hello again, this is Preheat. Welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. So today we're going to be looking at Smolderon, and this is the same Smolderon, the Lord of the Firelands that you encounter in the Shaman artifact quest. This boss is the third to last boss in the new raid coming out in 10.2, Amirdrassil. And this boss is pretty interesting. It's got two main phases. One is called the Fire Lord's Fury, and the other is World in Flames. And essentially the phases kind of revolve around this spear that the boss has and some mechanics that increase your damage. And you also have to do kind of like a dance during this phase. But anyways, this boss definitely seemed a bit undertuned as well. Been noticing that a lot of the bosses we've been testing recently have felt a bit undertuned. I think they're probably going to adjust things. I expect to see some like massive buffs across the board. But one thing that's interesting about this fight is that the phase 1 only lasts about a minute until the intermission. They call it phase 2, but it's really more of an intermission. Essentially, you get these overheated buffs. These you want to kind of like spread out. They are going to do ticking damage to each other, and they drop tornadoes. I could see you pairing up with other people. We tried a couple different ways to deal with these, but it is a little bit hard to tell visually what's going on here. There's just so much going on with those tornadoes. We also have these geysers that are coming up here. You'll notice everyone kind of stacks together so that we can get those all in kind of the same pie slice there. And this is kind of the soft enrage on the encounter because those swirls will come out and they're going to stay there for the whole rest of the fight. But if you don't get the overheated on the pole, you know you're going to get it on the second set. Just like if you get the first overheated, you know that you're not going to have it on the next one. And you're going to want to tank that circle there. The reason why is because you get a thing called Brand of Damnation. So this is essentially like a half the group soaks and then half the group soaks the next one. The reason why you want to be branded is because right here we're entering the intermission. And what's going to happen is every player is going to plop out 5 orbs. Now, these orbs are interesting because they do not increase in duration if you get one, more than one of them, but they do increase in effectiveness. Each one is going to give you 20% more damage. So if you stack all 5 of the orbs, you're going to have literally double damage while the buff is going out. It's going to last about 20 seconds. And as you can see here, we're kind of doing a little bit of a dance. We're avoiding these circles here. They'll be coming in phases, and we need to make sure that we're always safe. But yeah, do not let those orbs hit the boss. If they hit the boss will be buffed. It's not 100%, but each one is going to give the boss a permanent 1% buff. It seems like also if people were dead or people died like as soon as their orbs are out, it could definitely lead to a wipe really quickly, right? Because the boss will get some buffs there. But anyways, if you don't get the overheat, then you soak with the tank. And obviously you're going to need to dodge these tornadoes that are coming out. They're really, really rough. A lot of this fight visually is just hard to decipher. I mean, this is once again an example of Blizzard using the same color for the floor and for every mechanic. And I don't know why they do this. It's a little frustrating because it's just red on red on red. And yeah, it's really hard to tell what's happening. But one thing that's interesting about these little tornadoes, you'll notice here. Okay, so I paused it here to show this. Basically, the lines, they're very predictable where they come out from this thing. You have 3 tornadoes that are going to shoot out. One is in front of you. One is to your back right. One's to your back left. And it's always going to spawn like this, right? So you want to put your back so you're not going to hit people with this. You want these 2 to just go off onto the rest of the platform where no one is facing. And the only one that other people should really worry about dodging is the one in front of you if you're playing this correctly. So this is before we figured that out, and I do get clipped by one directly next to me there. Yeah, see, that's what you want to avoid. But yeah, basically just try to put the back 2 away from everyone else, and you should always be able to do that. You can kind of form a circle around the boss to make sure that you don't face any of those towards anyone else. But the fight just cycles, right? So you notice on the fight time, we just got knocked back. The next set of orbs comes out right here. This is at 250 into the fight. Looking at the VOD, I would definitely wait to pick up my first orb in the future because the timer on your damage buff starts when you pick up your first orb. So ideally, as an evoker, right, especially with the new 4-piece, you would want to let your damage buff kind of go up before you start it off. Also, this back, you can avoid the circle by going back. As evoker, you definitely want to go forward, right? Because there's one that's free like on top of the boss. But the reason why you'd want to delay picking up your orbs is because if you let your cooldowns go a little bit longer, you're going to have a higher damage increase. And then you can just scoop up all your orbs really quick at the very last second when you're at the peak of your damage. And that's going to make you do a lot more. But you'll notice here, same concept, right? We're putting our back away from other players. You notice how I turn my character there just to make sure. I definitely think we could play this a bit differently and give ourselves a bit more room to play around with those. But yeah, lots of visual clarity issues, lots of places where we could probably take up more space. We were kind of just assuming that this boss would be, you know, mythic health. And as you can tell, the boss is already at 10%. So this thing is going down really quick. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to the VOD's audio so that you can hear us there. But yeah, as always, if you like this video, be sure to give it a like. And if you want to see more of my content, be sure to subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and hopefully I see it in the next one.
Resin 5.
It's scary as f having that heal absorb, bro.
We don't even have like crazy gear. It's like
He's definitely under
it's heroic difficulty.
Crazy skill.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh,
Tim Simek. Yo. Look at that circle. S. I like the twist ending on that one. That was good.
S. Wow, that was a good cinematic. Holy fuck. I am hyped.
Dude, that fight kind of owns, actually.
I like that.
That's
fight.
pretty good, yeah.
I'm hyped for that for Mythic. That's gonna
What's
be
the mythic change on that fight?
Oh, it's
I hope it's good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was the rank we got, by the way. We got a rank S on that kill.
Let's go.
One.
Make sure you soak, because people will die if we're like missing also.
We'll see how it lines up if I
Okay, so could you
Should use defenses here if you're scared of dying to any of the waves or something.
Your boss. Geysers.
Oh, we're baiting.
Good.
So then this next one I'll use Devo. You can also use a defensive
Yeah.
if you have another.
So this one's gonna be fast geysers. So if you don't have a
Just
circle,
don't aim your thing at the player.
fast geysers coming soon.
If you're close enough, then it doesn't actually get you.
Yeah, there's a grace.
Okay, get ready to collect your things.
Yes. Hey, you see them if you die. Still see them.
Wait, are they yours that still spawn?
Yes.
Are they going to the boss?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
good.
that's not good.
Little damage.
Oh, no, I soaked them, but I mean, yeah, you
Oh,
still
okay.
see that. Yeah.
I think this like preview is annoying.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Maybe on.
It's just
Yeah,
it's
get ready
really
to be on
other
if you don't have a
miserable.
circle. Taunt.
Does it make it the same
Beyond
one
if you
every
don't have a
time?
circle.
And then it's geysers and then dropping.
Taunting.
Dropping.
Geysers.
I think we should have used Link on the next one next time because it's harder. Okay.
I think the fall off damage. Okay, this is everybody who doesn't have the thing. And fast geysers, yeah. Okay, and then next intermission.
Whoa.
You can maybe delay them long enough
Where are my balls?
by standing really far back.
Yeah,
So
if
you
need
could
to
maybe
for your
figure
CDs.
this out. Yeah, actually,
I think I
for
caused it to
healers,
not
I mean-
spawn the balls.
You might like
Or there they spawn directly
not only
on the boss.
doable. It's very viable.
'Cause
I
it
think
sent
if
me
I
forward.
popped myself a little early the first time, I could have gotten it back for that.
I found the bug though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense to grab the orbs at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
you
do
can
the
use them
first
new
one
and
close and
four.
the second one far.
Yeah, so then you can do CDs differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found out a bug.
But then that'll.
He's also got my. Or he's got.
It'll.
my
I mean,
orbs
the
and other
next one
people's
you
orbs.
just
Actually,
won't be able
so-
to do probably.
Just gonna figure it out.
Okay. You never know.
Well, we'll have
This
lots
one
of-
specifically, we should use health pots.
Dude, being in the back is
we'll have
so
lots of
fucking
exact
scary.
timings for-
Holy shit. Going in front of people is like killing them.
One. The 4 number was fake news. There's no 4 apparently.
Okay.
So if you target this circle, go to
Nine.
blue.
Yeah. I didn't know they would
Go to
jump.
blue.
There's a soak right now though.
This is very deadly.
Okay, it definitely clicks and kills you.
Just crittered me.
We tried.
Brad,
Still
to
read
deal
too
with
much
this
into the damage
mechanic.
meter. Also, augmentation
Really, you
assist.
just have to stack for that and the soak, right?
Which mechanic do you think we have to stack for?
I'm really fucking annoyed
The
with these
dropping the
DCs.
pools.
So now
Oh,
we
yeah,
like
okay,
group
yeah.
up greenish.
It's just
So
like
there
we
were
do the
two.
circles and then
There
group
were
them after.
2 slams per phase. And then we get all of
the-
these extra fire orbs now.
Where are the orbs? I don't see them.
You see them? The orb
No, I don't see shit.
going into the boss now. Soon. Yeah.
No, I don't. I actually don't see
I
them.
literally don't see any
Are they not
orbs.
rendered to you?
great.
Oh, maybe only
You can only see them
your
if you have the
own.
thing. Yeah, maybe.
Okay,
Oh.
so you
Okay.
create them and then you.
Stratos sees all.
I was like, what
You
the
can go
fuck are
inside.
you
So
talking
everybody's
about?
gonna want to soak, and then everybody's gonna soak their own damage amp orbs during that phase.
How much of it? Do you think it's worth saving lust and all that, or nah?
Can we try baiting
Probably.
It
the
is,
pools? Bait the pools over
uh,
by moon.
a
Yeah, try to get behind
50%
boss
or it's
now.
a 100% damage increase. It looks like.
Oh yeah, then definitely.